What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? This is Rising My God. If y'all are new to the channel, I do lifestyle rearrangement content, and the topic of today's video is the world is yours. You can do whatever you want in this life. You can choose the life you want to live, the relationship you have, how you make your money, anything. You only have one life, so use it to the best of your abilities because you're never promised tomorrow. At the end of the day, the world is yours, and you have a decision to make in order to choose what you want to do, how you want to do it, the relationship you have, how you make your money, and, how you just want to go about life in general. You can choose who you want to, create your family with, and, how you want your kids to be. And you can't necessarily control them, but you can, produce ideas of how you're going to make your ideas happen and, work out the way that you want them to work out. At the end of the day, you choose your life. You want to work a 9-to-5 job, you can work a 9-to-5 job. You want to play sports, you can play sports. You want to be an entrepreneur, you can be an entrepreneur. You can do anything you want. Just with everything you do, put in 100%. And if you could put in more than that, do more than that. With everything you do, use 100% of your abilities and do everything you could possibly do. At the end of the day, you are not promised tomorrow. You're not promised tomorrow, and not promised another day. And it says it in the Bible that tomorrow is not promised. How can you worry about what's going on tomorrow and you have a whole day ahead of you? Meaning the day you're living today. At the end of the day, you have a choice to do whatever you want to do and put in your fullest potential into this thing you want to do. You've been given the choice to do whatever you want, however you want to do it. But you gotta think about it and be smart and strategic with how you live your life. If you want to waste your lifetime doing things that you're not supposed to do, do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, this is not the only life you have. This is the only physical life you have. But when you leave here, you have a spiritual life to live. And there's only 2 routes that you going in this spiritual life. While you're on earth, you have multiple decisions on how you want your life to go. But when you die, you have heaven or hell. Matter of fact, here. You have to pick what you want your hell to be and what you want your heaven to be. One goes for the other. So if in your mind a good life is partying and doing things that you don't have to do, and drinking and smoking and just doing stuff that is not beneficial to doing better in life or to living how God wants you to live, those are good things to people who are thinking wrong or in an evil direction. Now, for the people who are thinking in a godly direction, that stuff is not on the bucket list. So you gotta think, right? Now, the bad things for the people who live a godly life are the things that are more complicated, the things that are more hard, and the things that may take you a little more time than the things that you're not supposed to be doing. Those are the discipline, the commitment, the consistency, the hard-working things, and things of that nature. So you have to choose between your good and your bad. Do you want to work towards your discipline today, so tomorrow there's a potential chance where you can become everything you ever wanted to become? Or do you want to have the good now and then the bad comes later? Which are things along the lines of hell and just a bad life, period. Like, you'll notice that without God, your life only gets worse. You've never had a situation where there are people who don't have God in their life, where their life only is to improve. It only goes downhill when your focus is not on God. So think about it. What do you really want your life to be? Do you want it to be hard because you're doing the godly thing, and then eventually the paradise comes? And paradise is not just in the spiritual world, it's also in the physical world. So, do you want to do the hard thing and experience the paradise later, or do you want to do the thing that seems like the easier thing and have to live hell on earth and then hell when you leave? Think about it. Because the thing that feels like the easy thing, or the thing that feels like it's not that complicated, is usually the route that you don't want to take. So pick between your good, pick between your bad, pick between your hard, and pick between your easy. Because if you do the thing that is complicated now, you'll live paradise later. But the choice is yours. But just make sure the choice you make is beneficial to you and beneficial to God. I'll see you guys in another video.